The snoo makes a great first impression. Constructed of metal, wood, and a variety of plastics, the aesthetic gives a solid, nice, clean feeling. There is a clear intention, and it's satisfying to see the intersection of all those decisions. The question here is this thing worth the cost? And I wish there was a clear answer here. Currently, the going price for a snoo is just under $1,400. It is one of the more expensive bassinets on the market, and for the cost of one stimulus check, it can be yours. The cost being justified by the concoction of specifically curated features that shake and soothe your baby to a long rest. At the point of writing this, 4 months since birth, I can clearly say I'd rather be sleeping a solid block at night than potentially not and wondering if the snoo could have worked. For $11 a day for purchase and $4.25 for rental, I can say, well, I don't know if I needed it, but I woke up with some decent sleep, and I take a grateful breath. This is especially true for those working parents that don't have extra help at home. Okay, well, why do I think it works for my kid? Coming out of the womb, my kid was very receptive to a swaddle. The snoo sack works in conjunction with the snoo base and has been very effective. From a parent's perspective, it is very easy to get your kid in because of the way the straps go over the arms and tidily zips up. Snug as a bug. The snoo sack replaced all the cute wraps we bought, which is a con, but I suppose I should have seen that coming. In addition, the snoo sack, in conjunction with the clips on the base, prevent your kid from suffocating, as it guarantees the baby sleeping on its back to the ground. Being deathly afraid of SIDS, this singular feature made everything worth it, because it was a huge part to sleeping sound at night knowing the baby wouldn't roll over. The secret sauce of the operation seems to be the combined motion of the bass and white noise from the speaker, which works with internal feedback from your baby to adjust intensity. The bass mechanism that provides the movement makes a noise that is as low spectrum quiet as an electrical motor gets, but the sound generated should be considered. The sound increases with each level, and personally, I never let it go to level 3. The intensity is kinda wild. The level of shaking and noise seemed jarring, so we used the app to never let it get to that point. The levels are observable and controllable from the app, which is intuitive to use, was easy to set up, and gives data that is pretty interesting to track. Not bad for free 99. But the snoo system does require Wi-Fi to collect data. There's no Bluetooth or similar available, so if the snoo is not connected to Wi-Fi, you can't access your live data or log sleep info. Although, you can still view previous data, and you can still use the snoo by pressing the front mount button. When bought, there's a 30-day trial. It would seem like this is a reasonable amount of time to see if your kid likes it, but from personal experience, it seems to me that one day your kid just gets it, and it all snaps together. I felt like one day, a week in or so, my kid decided, wow, this is nice, and started sleeping 7+ hours after a few weeks of spotty nights. I can see how it could take around 30 days for a kid to succumb to the happiest baby mentality, and I can be the first to admit I had uncertainty if it would work or not. It certainly didn't help seeing 8-hour sleep graphs on different socials. I don't imagine other bassinets being any more manageable to travel with, but because of how effective I perceive the snoo to be, I can't imagine having her sleep anywhere else. I've definitely traveled with it every time we take a driving trip out of town, and it's easily disassembled. It's as easy as untwisting 4 knobs and clipping out the wire legs. I was borderline scared at what it would be like without it, but I guess that's a user problem, not a product problem. I love the minimalist design, and if I were to suggest any sort of improvement, it would be to do something about the Velcro of the snoo sack and the outer material of the snoo. Sometimes when I remove the baby from the snoo sack, the Velcro attaches to the outside of the snoo, and admittedly, I wince every time. I have to yank the Velcro to separate the two materials, and it doesn't feel so good. I'm sure you aren't supposed to do that, but unzipping her and pulling her out as the snoo was on just sort of happens time to time. As previously mentioned, the $1,400 cost, or $4.25 a day cost for rental, could be hard to commit to, but there are military and healthcare discounts that are available for those eligible and can be purchased used from a family whom maybe no longer uses it. I'll end this review on one last note. Every kid is different, and so how they digest the snoo will be different. It's incredibly hard to see reviews like this or posts about how kids are sleeping 8 hours, but if you try it out, give it a fair shake. I do believe that any method you go with, snoo or not, will work for you, but it does require a full commitment to whatever system you choose, and obviously will only be part of a happy, sleepy baby. In the end, the snoo will unfortunately not change a diaper or feed your baby, but it will provide a comfortable environment for a solid sleep at night. And in the end, that was fine by me.